first thing that comes, what is the most common early symptom of that disease is you start feeling restricted movement of your shoulder joint. Like let's suppose you are taking your this hand back, you feel like there is some kind of restriction. For example, in the morning you get up and you want to do comb in your hair, but for some reason you are not able to take your hand up. So if this kind of movement restriction is happening, that can be very simple sign that maybe your shoulder is going towards frozen shoulder. So that means this is high time that you can start using preventive care, so your shoulder joint does not land up into frozen shoulder. And you please don't worry at all, because there are various ways and methods to deal with frozen shoulder, and it is not some kind of deadly disease. It's a very simple disease with which easily people can overcome by using little bit of precaution. So it is not some kind of very dangerous disease. It is just like I am explaining it so that you understand this disease well. Other symptoms which you feel like, maybe you feel like there is a stiffness in your shoulder joint. So you feel like your shoulder joint is not very flexible, and if you see like there is a restriction in the motion of shoulder joint, for example you are not able to make this circle of this shoulder joint, that means maybe this is high time that we start using precautions to protect our shoulder joint. So let's see what Ayurveda has to do with this shoulder joint and how Ayurveda can help you with this shoulder joint. Not only Ayurveda, in this frozen shoulder, even your yoga is extremely important. But before going for the treatment, or like how what are the things that we do in Ayurveda to protect your shoulder joint, it becomes extremely important that you get your proper diagnosis. And these are the things which I have said to create little bit information for you, but still it doesn't mean like you need not to go and visit your doctor. It is very, very important that you go and visit your doctor and take the proper checkup and make sure like the disease, because in shoulder there can be many diseases. So whether the disease is definitely a frozen shoulder or this pain is because of some other problem. So that thing is extremely important. Like I always say, self-diagnosis is not so good, self-medication is not so good, because we should always take the advice of professionals, because that help our journey extremely better. And once the thing get diagnosed, then we can use various things to come over that disease and to fight with that disease. But it is always beneficial to take help of medical professionals, because they know this disease much better than you. So it becomes extremely important. In Ayurveda, how we treat frozen shoulder is very simple. If you are diagnosed with frozen shoulder, you can use oiling this shoulder joint. How you can oil this shoulder joint? You can use medicated oils, and these medicated oils in Ayurveda, there are various medicated oils that's been used in treating frozen shoulder, but which medicated oil is being used for you, that can be decided only after Ayurveda consultation. But yes, there are medicated oils that we use. So one thing is, you massage your shoulder joint with this medicated oil. Because this medicated oil has a property to subside your Vata dosha. There are various kind of medicated oils. I say in the video, people will start randomly using these oils, and these oils are suitable for specific body type people, and for other body type people maybe that oil will not be so suitable. That's why I am not mentioning the names of Ayurveda medicated oils which are available for, especially for this frozen shoulder, which we are also treating people with that. But if somebody wants, then definitely please take proper consultation, either from me or from any qualified Ayurveda doctor. He will help you with it to get know your medicines properly. And once consultation is done, you can do it by yourself. You take this medicated oil and just massage your shoulder joint, either by yourself or with the help of some of your friend or spouse or family member. So this one thing you will do. After that, the next procedure which we do to treat frozen shoulder is, we use various kind of herbs and produce steam out of it, and we use this steam to heal this shoulder joint. Many times what we do, we prepare decoction also of various herbs, and then we soak some thick towel or cotton into it, and after that we put this towel on this shoulder region, which which works as a medicated steam, and it is very beneficial to subside the Vata dosha. And when Vata dosha will get subside, your recovery from this frozen shoulder will become very quick. In addition to that, we also use various oral medications that are present in Ayurveda, but these medications also need to be taken under the guidance and under the consultation of proper Ayurveda doctor, the doctor who has proper degree in Ayurveda medicine, because only those doctors are allowed to prescribe medicines. Just on the basis of 6 month certificates, you cannot prescribe any medicine for anyone. But those doctors who went through medical school, Ayurveda medicine school, they are qualified to prescribe medicines, Ayurveda medicines. So it is very important, like when you are taking any consultation, you take it from proper channel and proper doctor. So in addition to that, in Ayurveda there are various rasayans that are immunity boosters, and various medicines that will help to bring the shoulder joint to the normal. But these, like I mentioned, these medicines and these everything should be taken only with proper consultation. For example, there is a decoction called Dashmula Kwat. It is very beneficial, but it can be given to certain people, it cannot be given to certain people. So that thing can be decided only by Ayurveda doctor. But there are other certain things which everybody can do, like you start eating wholesome diet. Wholesome diet means that diet which includes organic things, and that includes more of vegetable and fruits in the diet. That is extremely beneficial. Try to eat hot cooked meals, because hot cooked meals are easy to digest and they don't imbalance Vata dosh, rather than if you are eating food which is been kept in refrigerator for 2 days and then you are reheating it, then it is not so beneficial, because it disturbs your Vata dosha, and ultimately it will lead to ultimately this disturbed Vata will get lodged in your shoulder joint and it will aggravate your pain. In addition to that, your digestive fires plays very important role in your frozen shoulder. So what you can do to balance your digestive fire, try to eat food in the food timings. Don't eat food extreme late at the night. At the same time, whenever you are eating food, don't drink water immediately after having food, because that will diminish your fire, digestive fire, and digestion will become difficult. In addition to that, don't drink water immediately before having food, like a glass of water. That will also disturb your digestive fire. And when your digestive fire is not proper, the digestion doesn't happen properly. So that's why in Ayurveda a lot of importance has been given to how you eat, what you eat, and especially when you are eating food, try to eat food in a calmness, quietness, and don't talk while eating food, because when you are talking and eating, that also aggravate your Vata dosha. So that's why in Ayurveda says, when you are eating, please try to eat in silence. So there is one more very important Ayurveda practice, that is called Shashti Shali Pind Soil. So that is a kind of specific massage that been used for treating this frozen shoulder, in which we make we cook rice in a certain way, and after that we make a wrap. We just wrap it in a cotton cloth, and after that we dip this cotton cloth in various decoctions, and then we will rub your frozen shoulder with that rice bag. So it is extremely beneficial for frozen shoulder, and it has natural property to balance your Vata dosha, and it will make your shoulders, frozen shoulder, better in few sittings. So these are the things which are being mentioned in Ayurveda, which can help you in frozen shoulder. In addition to that, there is another very important aspect, that is yoga. And you would be surprised to know this yoga is extremely beneficial in frozen shoulder. But if you are new to yoga and you have no idea what are the practices that are very beneficial in this frozen shoulder, so there is one Isha yoga practice that is about shoulder movements. That practice is extremely beneficial if you do it 5-6 times a day, that is extremely beneficial to relieve this frozen shoulder, because it's a very gentle practice and almost everybody can do slowly, very slowly and gently. And if you want to know more about this practice, you please write to us. We will send you the link. Like this is the practice that includes a set of neck practices and a shoulder practice, which will be very beneficial to get over this frozen shoulder. So this is one way. There is another practice that is called directional movement of arms. That is also very beneficial for early stages of frozen shoulder. Like those people who don't have very cruciating pain in their shoulder, those people can try this directional movement of arms. That is one of the Isha Upa Yoga practice. But if you have already very cruciating pain in your shoulder and you find your shoulder pain is too much, then you can try this neck practices along with the shoulder practice. So if you want to know more about these practices, you please write to us. We will guide you how you can do it, and we can also send you the links how to do it, so that it will become easy for you and with guidelines, and you will be able to overcome this frozen shoulder very easily. In addition to that, you try to focus on more on pranayam and meditation, because meditation is extremely beneficial to release stress from your mind and make your mind calm. And whenever your mind is calm, definitely it generates health and it helps your body to heal naturally.